Please, anybody, if this woman here says anything wrong, please make a video correcting her. Anyways, we're learning about our favorite things in class today. We're learning about plants, so welcome to the biology class, kiddos. I know you think school's out, but it's back in session early. With your teacher, Miss Dumbass.
You're the one that wants to be on school. Well, I gotta make content for it then. Plants are the electrolytes that form the kingdom Plantae. They are predominantly photosynthetic. This means that they obtain their energy from sunlight using chloroplast derived from endosymbiosis, which cyanobacteria to produce sugars from carbon dioxide and water.
It's a witch.
Using the green pigment chlorophylls. Exceptions are parasitic plants that have lost the genes for chloroforming and photosynthesis and obtain their energy from other plants or fungi. Historically, as in astrobiology, the plant kingdom encompassed all living things that were not animals and included algae and fungi. Definitions have narrowed since then. Current definitions exclude the fungi and some of the algae. By the definition used in this article, plants form the clade
fungi, as in
Videra plantae, green plants, which consist of the green algae, and the Imprimorales, or land plants, hornworts, liverworts, molasses, Leucopetis, ferns, schaefers, and other gymnosperms and flowering plants. A definition based on genomes includes the Vertiplantae, along with the red algae, and the Guavophytes in the clade Arachnopsida. There are about 380,000 known species of plants, of which the majority, some 260,000, produce seeds. They range in size from single cells to the tallest trees. Green plants provide a substantial proportion of the world's molecular oxygen. The sugars they create supply the energy for most of Earth's ecosystems and other organisms, including animals, either consume plants directly or rely on organisms which do so. Grain, fruit, and vegetables are basic human foods that have been domesticated for millennia. People use plants for many purposes, such as building materials, ornaments, writing materials, and in great variety for medicines. The scientific study of plants is known as botany, a branch of biology. Definition: taxonomical history. All living things were traditionally placed into one of two groups, plants and animals. This classification dates from Australia 384-322 BC, who distinguished different levels of beings in its biology based on whether living things had a sensitive soul, or like plants, only a vegetative soul. Dipocetus, Australia's student, continued his work in plant taxonomy and classification. Much later, Linnaeus, 1707-1778, created the basis of the modern system of scientific classification, but retained the animal plant kingdoms, naming the plant kingdom the vegetable. Alternative concepts. When the name planty or plant is applied to a specific group of organisms or taxa, it usually refers to one of four concepts. From least to most inclusive, these four groupings are land plants, also known as the Motabola plantae, multicellular. Plants in this structural sense include liverworts, hornworts, mosses, and vesicular plants, as well as foster plants similar to these surviving groups, e.g. Motapeia. Green plants, also known as vertebrata, clear or clear plantae, some unicellular, some multicellular. Plants in a strict sense include the green algae and land plants that emerge within them, including stoneworts. The relationship between plant groups are still being worked out, and the names given to them vary considerably. The clade Variplatae encompasses a group of organisms that have cellulose in their cell walls, possesses clear folias A and B, and have pesticides bound by only two membranes that are capable of photosynthesis or of storing starch. This clade is the main subject of this article, e.g. Plantae, Coupland, 1956. Argyroplasta, also known as plasta or primoplasta plantae, some unicellular, some multicellular. Plants in a broad sense composed of the green plants listed above, plus the red algae, Rhondidata, and the choreographed algae, Graphidata, that store for laden starch outside the pesticides. In the Cordyroplasma, this clade includes all the organisms that eons ago acquired their primary chorioplast directly by engulfing cyanobacteria, e.g. planta. Old definitions of plant. Plantae, some unicellular, some multicellular. Plants in the widest sense included the underrated groups of algae, fungi, and bacteria, and older obsolete classifications, e.g. plantae or vegetabilia. 1751, Plantae Hoka, 1866, Multiplanta Heroica, 1894, Plantae, 1969. Evolution, diversity. There are about 382,000 accepted species of plants, of which the great majority, some 283,000, produce seeds. The table below shows some species count, estimates of different green plant. For the plantae divisions, about 85 to 90% of all plants are flowering plants. Several projects are currently attempting to collect records of all plant species in online databases, e.g. the World Flora Online. Plants range in scale from singular-celled organisms, such as decimons, from 10 microcentimeters across, and planktolizers less than 3 microcentimeters across, to the largest trees, megafauna, such as the Sulfators, Sequoia, Cimbrians, up to 380 feet, 120 meters tall, and the Angioplasmas equulatus religions, up to 325 feet, 99 meters tall. The naming of plants is governed by the International Code of the Nomenclature for Algae, Fungi, and Plants, and the International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants. Evolutionary history: the ancestors of land plants evolved in water. An algae skim formed on the land 1,200 million years ago, but it was not until the Ordovician around 450 million years ago that the first land plants appeared with a level of organization like that of Botetosaurus. However, fossils of organisms with a flattened thorax in Precambrian rocks suggest that multicellular freshwater Arathis existed over 1,000 MYA. Primitive land plants began to diversify in the late Silurian around 420 million years ago. Bitoceras, club mosses, and ferns didn't appear in the fossil record. Early plant anatomy is preserved in cellular detail in an early Devonian fossil assemblage from the rhinoshoot. These early plants were preserved by being petrified in shot, formulated in Sitka-rich volcanic hot springs. By the end of the Devonian, most of the basic features of plants today were present, including roots, leaves, and secondary wood and trees such as Asclepias. The Cretaceous period saw the development of forests in swampy environments dominated by club mosses and horsetails, including some as large as trees, and the appearance of early gamioplasms, the first seed plants. The Primo-Jurassic extinction event radically changed the structures of communities. This may have set the scene for the evolution of flowering plants in the Jurassic 200 million years ago, with an adaptive radiation in the Cretaceous so rapid that Darwin called it an admirable mystery. Cretaceous diversified from the late Jurassic onwards and became a dominant part of floras in the Jurassic. Thank you for watching this video, and peace out till the next one.